Yo, yo, Tony D here, back from the comic shop. They had a sale going on and it was fantastic. And your boy got into it. Met some awesome people, man, a ton of people. Met a guy named Nathan Redman, totally positive vibe. I believe, I'm not exactly sure what he does. I think he's a teacher, and he's doing a lot of interaction with books and younger people. So it was really cool to talk to him, man. Like, much respect to doing that. It's very positive. Other people I met, man, I met a bunch of people, so I can't get to everybody's name. But if you saw me in there, you talked to me, leave a comment, man. Let me know if you found something special or something that just caught your eye, something new. Man, let everybody know. The comic book community is, I always say it, it is a fantastic community, a lot of collaboration. We love to share, organize, and it's fantastic. I can't say enough. And Speeding Bullet Comics, they did an excellent job with this sale. They always offer good quality stuff when they have a sale. It's not just all, you're not looking at a bunch of books that are just trash, man. These are high quality. I unbagged all the ones I have, and they're in great condition. Like, it's almost criminal how great the condition was. And getting these for what the sale was, they had some bins back there at 50 cents. So getting these for 50 cents in the condition that they're in, fantastic. Great job, Speeding Bullets. Shout out to Matt, Rachel, the whole Speeding Bullets family. They were helping everybody. And on that note, Matt, this was not part of the sale, and I'm going to leave it out of the thumbnail. I don't want people to think that I paid 50 cents for this, but he took his time, and he takes his time with his customers to get to know them and what they like. He knows I love the 90s. He knows that, I'll spend some money on some stuff. And this was just so, it's a manga, giant size Youngblood. I don't know all the details on it. I believe he said it was an exclusive, but Matt, if you're listening, put in the comments, man, like, give me the deets. I just saw it, had to have it. He gave me a great deal. And, I just wanted to separate this from the sale just to kind of show you how Matt spends his time with his customers. Rachel does too. Dan, he does too. He's fantastic, very knowledgeable. I love the family. So let's get into what I got for the 50 cents. Timberwolf, I get it, not popular. I believe he was before Wolverine, but man, you know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, this was a character that I got into when Giffen was doing the run with Legion of Superheroes, when they were like right behind New Teen Titans. That was a character I totally enjoyed. So, got some 90s action. Violator, Bad Rock. Liefeld doing the cover. Let's see, did he do the interiors as well? I don't think so, man. It don't look like him, but whoever did, that's some good artwork. Penciler, Brian Denham. All right, that's cool. Writer, Alan Moore. That's interesting as well, but nice 50 cent pickup. Let's keep it rolling. X-Men. I actually bought 2 of these, and I didn't realize it, but 50 cents, what you gonna do? This one right here, cover just drew me in. You have Cyclops getting crazy. Good artwork, man. Andy Kubert, yeah, no wonder. But yeah, I got 2 of those, and you know what that means. Giveaways. And also maybe with Nathan's outlet there, that's a new outlet where maybe I can get some of these books to some younger people that may turn them on to the hobby, may help them out with reading. It's all positive. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. X-Men. This time and place with the X-Men, I believe it was 92. And I'll tell you the story. I like it when they do stuff like that, but no, 98. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the time though. I had an issue where Wolverine fights this guy with he's indestructible and he has one claw 74. I don't know. He just has one claw that comes out. And I haven't seen that character ever since then, but some nostalgia kicked in on me. This was about around in that time period. So I went ahead and I jumped on, you know, I saw these issues and jumped on them. This was when artwork was really, I don't want to say extravagant, but it was like you had a lot of over the top type of stuff like this, like very large. It's kind of hard to describe, but man, I totally got into it. You know, we got 72, 73. They had a whole row. 74. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know. It's cool, man. I'm glad I have it. 74. Got into 75. Carlo. Oh, yeah. Pacello, man. He's really good. See, I didn't even notice it. But hey, you know, digging. There you go. Here's another Carlos cover, I believe. And this one right here caught my eye, the X-Man Maggot. It's a total enigma to me, man. Like, just, this is really an example of being new, unique, and fresh at that time period where instead of, oh, I don't know, copying, or I don't want to call it copying, but, or just gender swapping characters to try to create newness. This is like pretty unique and new, and it's very interesting. So that's why I got into that. So good job there. Yeah, 1998, man, it's still a good time for comics. I was still in there. Let's keep it rolling. Terminator, secondary objectives. Matt got me hooked on James Robinson, the author, he just gave me the Terminator's secondary objectives trade paperback. Now, when he's given, it's not brand new, so don't go in there thinking he's going to be handing out brand new trade paperbacks. That's what I'm saying. I was joking with him today, and I was like, one time he cut me a break. I accidentally broke the rules in the sale, and he let some of it slide. So, and I was like, hey, man, I don't know if I just helped you or hurt you because I said it out loud, but it's all good. So they had issue 3 and 4. Glad to have these. So what I'll have to do is make a note, and I'll fill in the issues. I'll do some more hunting. So, you know, I have 1 of 4 and 3 of 4. Oh, so I got to get 2. Yeah. And 1. No, 1 of 4. Yeah, 2. Got it. So, totally looking forward to that. Yeah, 3 or 4. Okay, I need 1 and 2. It's cool. Man, your boy ain't doing math this morning. Actually, it's not even morning, dude. I'm totally out of it. Whatever, man. But secondary objectives, man, it's a great ride. James Robinson is a fantastic writer. If you haven't checked him out, man, and you hit a sale like this, grab you some James Robinson. This one right here, I knew it was a key of some sort. This is the first appearance of Trauma. And I do a lot of research, so I started seeing books that looked familiar. And this is going to sound weird, but like, I don't know, there's something about when they draw a mouth with that spit there. It makes it more dynamic to me. I don't know. I know it's weird, but artwork is looking good. Trauma. Totally looking forward to getting into that character. Oh, wow. Chill Out with Peter David, man. Peter David wrote this. I didn't even realize that. So RIP to Peter David. Gave us a lot of great material. Totally glad to have that in my collection. That makes that even more special, for real. This was another key issue. Solo Avengers starring Hawkeye and Captain Marvel. This is totally out of my wheelhouse, so I love kind of stretching the imagination, you know, and getting into stuff. What they say the key part of it is the first solo story featuring Monica Rambeau and first appearance of Trick Shot in costume. Comic key collector, that's where I get this information. Sometimes, man, it really feels like they're reaching on some of that stuff, but had to get the Micronauts and New Voyages. Man, it has to totally be a shout out to the alien pilot in the first Aliens movie. If you're into Aliens Earth, hit me with a comment on that bad boy. That's a good show. Totally digging it. Had to have the alien flavor. Some New Mutants action. Totally glad I picked these three babies up. I believe we have some Barry Windsor Smith artwork, which I can't pass that up. That guy's fantastic. I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that, but yeah, New Mutants it turned into a groundbreaking book with our guy, Liefeld. So I have issue 36, 46, 44. I picked some other ones up. Yeah, I totally dig that. That's good artwork. Picked some other ones up yesterday, so just added those. Oh man, I found a gem, ladies and gentlemen. Cover by Tim Vigil. That's my guy, man. Top 3 for sure. And this is also something that I was talking about my research stuff. And sometimes you got to be careful with Vigil, man. You can't have a mini-me or mega micro. I'm all saying it wrong. Mega Mini. Can't have him seeing that. But man, I'll give you little deets. Now, this isn't Tim Vigil here. He just did the cover, but that's good enough for your boy. Scott Lee is the illustrator. So I'm totally psyched about that pickup. Oh, check this out. Look what I did. I bought every issue of the Speed Demon that they had. 50 cents a piece. I thought it was cool. I don't know, man. This was such an odd time. Fantastic as well. Everybody knows who Dark Claw is, I bet. Put it in the comments if you know who I'm talking about. But your boy right here, I love Ghost Rider and I love the Flash. And this is the amalgamation of those two bad boys. So I got four for giveaway purposes, or maybe Nathan. We'll see. Not sure how appropriate that is. The Authority. Totally getting back into the Authority. And not because of the movie news. I try to stay away from that because I'm not selling any of these. I'm keeping them or giving them away. So I saw this Authority book in the bins, and Garth Ennis, great writer, and picked it up. Good to have it in the collection. Here's where we get pretty serious with James Robinson. Starman. Matt at the comic shop got me totally hooked on Starman, and this is how I was introduced to James Robinson, the writer. So I have a little box. Matt even gave me a copy. This is pretty beat up. It was written on. But just to get me into it, he hooked your boy up, and I'm hooked, man. He's like my dealer. But I picked up 448. You got to remember, these are all for the back bin issues. It was $4.99 and under you got for $1. So these are bucks. 51. Covers are legit too. And I'm so glad I got these where, I can really start digging into completing the collection. It's a tall order, but man, these are literally, even without a sale, these are pretty affordable. It's one of those, I don't know, it's one of those things where it's totally affordable and a fantastic read. 58 there, got Starman. Just totally awesome. 59, we got 61. If you're in the Starman, let me know. I'd love to do some reviews. Yeah. So these were all the ones that met that criteria, $4.99 and under. Matt and Rachel gave your boy a break. I had one, I believe, in Legends of the Dark Knight, which we will get to, that was $5. He let it slide. Totally cool. Youngblood, Strike File. I picked up some of these yesterday and fell in love. Jay Lee he did a lot of work, a lot of covers. Strike File is just, now this is probably something different, I'm sure, but I still, yeah, look at that. That is freaking awesome. Chapel is like a big I don't know if you call it an anti-hero or, so yeah, I'll totally get into this. Like, oh, I mean, I'll read all these. Yeah, great to have in the collection. Keeping in that vein, Extreme Sacrifice. Never read this. We have a Liefeld signature there. Awesome cover. A lot of action. This is issue 2. So this will be another one where I'll do a Benjamin Button and I'll go back. That's what I love about it. The whole organization, filling those gaps, you know. Dr. Sleepless, Warren Ellis, one of my favorite writers. I'd been doing some research on this as well, and it seemed like something I wanted to get into. So I went ahead and picked it up for 50 cents. I believe that was 50 cent one. Yeah, it was. Very off the wall pickup. It, I don't know, piqued my interest. Charlton Comics, you know, gave us some great heroes, villains, and I'm going to get into it. Now, we're getting into, this was a great pickup right here. This is a key. It's the first appearance of the Infinity Watch team. Man, fantastic shape. I do have a copy of this, but when I see something like this for 50 cents, you just can't pass it up. So that's a good pickup. If you're into Infinity Watch, let your boy know. Another James Robinson offering. Spook, Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight. I'm collecting this whole run from beginning to end. I've reviewed a bunch and just fell in love with it. Did not read it when it first came out, but now I am on it. So I have book 2 of 3 and 3 of 3. So that gives me another one of those where it's like, do a Benjamin Button, man, and grab that bad boy somewhere else. I love it, man. I totally do. These stories are so good. James Robinson, man, it's tough to beat. Give you little deets on the art. Boom, your little wacky poo. Yeah, man, Batman. He don't play around. Why would you want to mess with Batman? Why, the Wild Storm. Warren Ellis, that's why I picked that up. Totally dig his writing. Not sure what this is about, so this is something I can get into. Check it out. Looks like it was intended for 24 issues. Totally dig how they have that there. Yeah, this is that type of artwork that usually follows in his books. Totally cool. Good to have in the collection. And maybe it's something I will pursue. Ghost Rider. I don't know if this is a key or not. Andy Kubert cover. Andy Kubert, Joe Kubert. All right. It's cool. Anytime I see Wolverine snicking on a cover with someone, especially like Ghost Rider, powerful, your boy picks it up. 50 cents, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Amazing Heroes. Oh no, I just saw Ghost Rider. It's a cool cover. Sam Keith, what you gonna do? Didn't even really crack in. So this really isn't a comic book. It's more of a, maybe like an interview or something of that nature. And well, I'll tell you what's cool about these is it's like a time machine. You get to go back, see like right there. You get to go back in time, kind of see where things are at. I believe that's Tim Burton right there. So it's like, you really do, maybe, I don't know. And look, Macaulay, oh dude. Culkin. Yeah, so these can be cool like that. Little time travel. Another Ghost Rider cover that called to me. Tex, man. He's totally awesome. The original Ghost Rider, #1. Boom, boom, boom. So who's doing the interiors? Conceived and written, drawn by Mike Plug. We'll see what's up. But you know what? Barry, another new guy I met, he talked about he'll get it just for the cover. I don't blame him. Ghost Rider. I believe this is a key for some reason, but Andy Kubert, another Kubert cover. Seemed to be a theme today, but yeah, he nails it on his covers. They're really good. You know what I think? This one It's about, I think someone was clowning the cheeks. That's totally what it is, I think. I think I watched a video like that, but man, good to have in the collection. Oh man, here we're getting into some meaty stuff. Legends of the Dark Knight. Totally dig this series. I'm going to collect it all. I see that word, that name, Aparo, and it's hard not to get in. Giffen, that may be our guy. Quesada. Oh, there's some big names on here. And Mignola doing the cover. That totally drew me into. So this is an annual, 1991. There's our boy. So this will be a great read. I'm sure it will be. This series has not disappointed, and it's also something I didn't get into when it first came out, and it is a pleasure to do the Benjamin Button and go back and get it. Now this one's interesting. I saw Aparo and totally had to get it, but the cover work, me and Matt both could not figure out who that was. I had actually looked it up. I'll throw the guy's name up, but each one of these issues he did, this isn't the only one I picked that they had, but I looked on mycomicshop.com, and all the other issues, the covers, are fantastic, man. These totally underrated covers here. And I'm going to get all of them by hook or crook. We'll see. Yeah, that's really good artwork. Check that out. That's good stuff. I had to let let that soak in. Continuing with Legends of the Dark Knight, I got Criminals. So they had a bunch in there. Mike Zeck, what are you going to do there? There was quite a few that met the criteria of the $4.99 and below. I went through, picked through. I put a dent in it, your boy. I believe there's only 2 in this, so that is cool. I did want to have some complete ones, as much as possible. But I do what I can do. I'll find the others. You know it. Werewolf, part 1 of 3. Oh, is there a pattern? James Robinson. So I totally got that just because of that. Totally digging the artwork. The cover's cool. John Watkiss. We'll see what he has up to offer. So that's an artist that I am not familiar with. So it'll be a pleasure to sample his art. So I got 1, 2, and I love werewolves. So we'll see what's up with the werewolf stuff. Got 3 of 3. So yeah, totally dig getting complete ones. I love how they did it with the title there at the bottom. I thought that was a cool thing. So Engines completed this one as well. Ted McKeever, not familiar with that author, but it will be a pleasure to sink my teeth into this one. Love this cover. Look at that, man. Like, what? That's fantastic. Like, just little details like that are awesome. Totally love it. So yeah, I got 1 and 2. We'll see what Engines is all about. I believe we're down to the last. Sleeping. This is another one that I completed. The author, Scott Hampton, not familiar with the author, but it met the criteria of the sale, and that looks pretty good, people. I don't know, what do you think? Oh yeah, this is nice. Love tone like that. So yeah, I don't want to get too deep in. So yeah, 1, you have 2. These covers are good. Looks like painting. 3. This reminds me of another cover. I wonder if this is one of the homage type covers. You know what it looks like? It looks like the first Hush comic or first Hush series where he's fighting killer. The last thing, your boy Matt hooked me up with Astro City. This wasn't part of the sale. He just threw this in for me. He knows what I like, and he went ahead and hooked me up with, they come out with these dollar things, Astro City. And also, my guy Christian, shout out to Christian in Austria. He was hitting me up about it too. So the writing's on the wall. I'll have to get into that. So hope you enjoyed the 50-cent dollar bin mix sell, and get it.